Okay, let's do it. So, hello all. This is Ever B. Some of you may know me as Spooky Girl. But we're going to be talking about some spooky stuff, but it's not my orbs this time. It's other spooky stuff too. So, I want to do this video in support of Jess. Hilarious. I don't have a big platform or none of that. I work a lot, but I do find time to make some videos. I like to film orbs and blow them up and see what's inside of them and, different little images and stuff. People call it dust, but this ain't what this video is about because I know mine ain't dust. I actually have videos where you see me filming them and then pictures, like still shots once I blow the stuff up. So you can see what I see. But anyway, that's no here nor there. We're talking about something else. I want to start off by saying, because the last video I did, I cried a little bit. I did. And I want to start off by saying, men are laughing and, saying, this our fault. Women did this, this what we get, and blah, blah, blah. And I'm going to say this. We as women, we don't apologize for being compassionate, toward the gays or whatnot, because that's some of the qualities that make us women. We're passive, we're compassionate, we're kind, so that's just part of being a woman. You know what I'm saying? So I won't apologize for that. But I will say that we didn't know we were going to be taken advantage of later on. I'll say that. So I'll say we were too nice. But it's just in women to be kind and compassionate and nice. Of course, you got a few, whatever, but that's just part of being a woman, period. We don't apologize for being women. You get what I'm saying? And I also want to say why men is laughing at this and think this is funny, saying it's not their problem. Let me say this. It's everybody's problem now. So y'all can keep pointing the finger at women if you want to, because you still got biological women that's supporting this stupid stuff. You do. So, yeah, that's dumb. But as far as the men laughing and saying this is all our fault and they ain't got nothing to do with it, listen, sweetie, that's where you're wrong. You can blame us all you want, but at the end of the day, it's everybody's issue because everybody got a female in their family. If it's just a cousin. You get what I'm saying? A niece. You know what I'm saying? So this affects all females. Why the men keep laughing about this? This affects all females. So if you got nieces, a mama, a grandmama, a sister, wives, they gonna be in the bathroom with your nieces, with your daughters, with your wives. The men with the mustaches and the skirts on, that's not even trying to look like women now. They saying they're not interested in the surgery. So I just want to get that out here. I understand. Men are frustrated. We are too. When we were being kind and nice to these people, we didn't know this was coming. I didn't support it. You know what I'm saying? Respectfully, I'm not comfortable calling a man a she or a woman or a her. But if Michael want to be called Michelle, I can do that. Like whatever name you choose. You get what I'm saying? But I try my best to live in reality. You get what I'm saying? And they're not women. They're not she's and they're not hers. I want to say that first for these men that keep laughing at us. You know what I'm saying? It is your issue, baby. I know you think it ain't, but it is. Because if they run us off, you got to sleep with them. Ain't gonna be no biological women left. You know what I'm saying? You gonna have to sleep with them, which is what they want anyway. So, y'all need to quit laughing for real. Because if they actually run us off or whatever their plan is for women, if we don't start fighting back, that's what y'all gonna be left with, those trans women. While y'all laughing, talking about it ain't got nothing to do with you. If you got a female in your family, it got something to do with you. That's your niece, your daughter, them her trophies, her scholarships. That's that they're trying to take. You get what I'm saying? That's your daughter, your nieces and wives. They trying to go in the bathroom with. So excuse me, it is your issue. It's everybody's issue now. Now I want to say this. I had a cousin that was gay and 2 uncles. Now my cousin went to school with us and he was, kind of, I guess what you want to say, what I want to say, he was dainty, he wasn't the masculine type gay. And so, when I heard Flame Moreau talking about how, women done stood by the gays and stuff, you know what I'm saying, and all this stuff. I remember I used to fight for my cousin. I was a fighter in school. So, I'm older now, but I fought in school. And, if I didn't do nothing but tell them to leave him alone, picking on him because he was gay, I did that too. So it ain't so much as us being nice to him and stuff, all these gay men, not all of them, but most of them, and these trans women, had a cousin or a best friend or something that was female that took up for them. It goes back to that. Probably not all of them, I'm not saying, but I'm sure there was a female in their life that, kept them from getting their ass stoned. So you got to talk about that too. Now, I want to say that the agenda behind this, there is an agenda behind it. Just like the trans women hijacked us, the trans women have been hijacked too. They've been hijacked by men. You see what I'm saying? That's pretending to be trans women. See, they hijacked us and then turned around and got their ass hijacked. You get what I'm saying? The irony. So, they can't say anything, right? Because it's kind of like how we feel. Them ain't real women. They can't say nothing. Like, them ain't real trans women. They can't say that because it's based on the feeling. They can't tell that man with that beard that's trying to go into the little girl, the female's restroom and changing areas. Them trans women can't tell him he's not a trans woman. They can't do it because it's based on the feeling. So they can't tell him that. So now men are exposing them, making them look stupid. They've been hijacked. Because at the end of the day, people that want to stand for this trans woman stuff, I remember when, again, I said it on another video, that woman part wasn't even attached. It just keep evolving, And it's got to a point where it's offensive for women to be used for us, the real women. But the trans woman can use it just fine. Nobody says anything about that, but they trying to change the woman for us and give it to them. Now, I also want to say they've been hijacked. They've been hijacked by perverts that are not really trans women. Yeah, just like they hijacked us. They got their asses hijacked in return. So now, it look kind of stupid. Because now you got men with beards and mustaches and hairy chests, and just some pink lipstick on, and that's it. Fuck you in your ass. I'm a trans woman. What they gonna do? They can't do nothing about it. So, the whole thing is, they've been hijacked. It's definitely an agenda behind it, because something is funding it. You get what I'm saying? When a lot of people say they don't believe it's an agenda, it's some money funding all of this. You get what I'm saying? So it's got politics in it, pedophilia, lust, and population control. That's what it's all about. 2 men can't make a baby, 2 women can't make no baby. That's it. Population control. Politics, they want those votes. It's simple as that. Pedophilia, it's already some stuff coming on the news with grown men. They got caught a grown man in the playground twice dressed as a kid, saying he identifies as a 6-year-old. Big old man. Okay, come on, let's keep going. Y'all want to keep on going and playing with this? Where did y'all think this was going to go? Y'all was just going to dog women and that was going to be it? Now y'all being hijacked by perverts. Because the real trans women, really the ones that think they were born in the wrong body, the real ones that really feel that way, they not out here with this bullshit. They somewhere sitting down. They happy for them little rights they got, and they sitting down somewhere. And that's the honest to God truth. The ones that's fucking with us ain't got no sense. And they've been hijacked. They've been hijacked twice. They got the perverts that hijacked them, that's pretending to be trans women, and then you got the elite. There's definitely an agenda behind this. It's called population control. How fast and quick they sterilizing them kids, just think about it. So quick to do them hysterectomies on them girls wanting to be boys and, cut their breasts off and stuff. That just sound evil and weird. Like, what fucking fake Frankenstein doctor is doing that? Cutting off the breast of 14, 15-year-old little girls. It just sounds like some shit out of a horror movie. You know what I'm saying? And get them uteruses out of there, too. They don't want us to have them giving birth no more, especially to no more girls. Fuck that. You know what they do with the men? Just cut their penises off. You know what I'm saying? Flip that inside out like a fucking Polish boy, split down the middle, and they not having no more kids. So it's got a little bit of everything in it. It's got some population control in it too. Trust and believe. Because if you take out the uteruses and cut off all the penises, ain't nobody having no babies. I don't give a fuck what gender you call yourself. Without those reproductive organs, baby, it's over. But then what happens to society? What happens to civilization? You know what I'm saying? It eventually dies out because they done diced everybody up. Can't nobody else make kids. So even if they detransition later, they done had their uterus removed, a lot of them. Or being on the testosterone so long done ruin things. They infertile. Same with men. And I think the worst thing you can do is, lie and tell them parents, they gonna kill themselves if they don't get this stuff. You want a trans child or a dead child. Only demons would do shit like that. Where they do that at? And I think, and I know this gonna sound cruel, I'm sorry. We reaching for straws now. Them kids, sit them kids down and tell them kids, explain to them kids, since they grown enough to make a decision to get their wombs took out, their breasts cut off, and their penises turned inside out, then they should be able to hear everything. Don't keep the rest of it from them. Let them know how painful that's going to be. Let them know the ugliness about it. How painful that's going to be. You get what I'm saying? And, the sex organs that they make for them, half the time, most of the time don't even work. They're not functionable. And how they got to get cut on and stuff. Tell them kids. Sit them kids and explain to them. If you want to go through with this, they gonna cut on you. It's gonna hurt really bad. They're not telling them kids that. You know what I'm saying? Because if you think that they are grown enough to make those type of decisions, then sit their little asses down and tell them, you really want to do this? Because them doctors gonna cut you up, honey. It's gonna be very painful. You know, maybe somebody ain't telling them kids that. Or they lying to them. I see some of them pictures on Twitter. That's a mess. That's a whole mess. And it makes me think it's demonic. You know, we're cutting off somebody's penis, a little kid's penis. That's awful. Y'all don't see nothing wrong with that? That's like some Satanist type shit. Who cuts off a little boy's penis? Who cuts off a little girl's breast, a teenager's breast? Like, what the? WTF? Oh. You know, let me say, I think it's a couple of things why these trans women got issues with biological women. And they do. Even though they say they don't, they do. And I'm going to tell you why. Because a lot of them hate their mama. A lot of them didn't get along with that mama. You know, mama might have been Christian or old school and just wasn't on that, you know, flip-flop type gender stuff. And then, you know, a lot of the fathers, if a lot of the fathers wasn't on it, you know, the mamas usually side with the fathers. You know, they gonna side with their man, their husband. So a lot of these trans women, they dislike their mamas. You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying all, but I watched some documentaries and stuff about it. You get what I'm saying? And a lot of them, the mama didn't accept it. You know, so they had problems. So I think that's one issue they got with women. You know, a woman turned their back on them eventually. You know, that the most important woman in their life turned their back on them. But them accepting help and you know, stuff like that from us later on, they had nobody else. You get what I'm saying? For those of them that the family turned away. You know, so women were their friends. You get what I'm saying? Even though they had that animosity because the most important woman in their life probably turned her back on them. Wasn't on that. You know, get away from here with that. You know, some of them don't even speak to their mom. So you got that issue. You know, the issue they got with women. You know, they used us. Even though they was already feeling some kind of way. But they still used us. You know, and then the other issue is men. It's men. You know, the man's is hiding them. And they mad about that. They mad about that. I heard one of them say, the men had them because of the way we talk about men. When we find out that they're gay. Now, any reason to put it on woman, biological woman, they put that on us because men had them. You know, I said this in one of my other videos. If I find out that my man is gay and sticking his penis into somebody, you know, somebody else's backside, I'm gonna talk about him. You know, they're hiding you because they're ashamed and embarrassed. You shouldn't even be sleeping with them. But y'all need that money. You get what I'm saying? You know, if they that bad, why you sleeping with them? The money shouldn't be no good neither. If they that bad. Because I didn't get beat. You know, my husband was in the military. I didn't get beat. You know, so, you know, I don't know. You know, but the same men they talking about beat us and dog us and cheat on us with them, they sleeping with. So they can't be all that bad. They sneaking out y'all door at 2 and 3 o'clock in the morning. So you get what I'm saying? You know, they want to brag about the men. You know what I'm saying? Them men ain't claiming y'all. y'all, they dirty secret. And that's what you will always be. And they thought if they beat us in sports, dog us, drag us, constantly disrespect us, they trying to show men that they better than us. That's what they trying to show men, even though they're not. That's what they want men to see. So men can start thinking about it. You know what I'm saying? Well, I mean, they is using the bathrooms and they calling them women and, they playing in the sports with them. I mean, maybe that's what they want. They want the men they can't have. So they figure the more they stomp on us, that makes them more attractive to the men. They just don't get it. The men that y'all deal with is not straight men. Y'all don't understand that because something is wrong with y'all. You get what I'm saying? The men that y'all sleep with is not a straight man. You know what I'm saying? A straight man is not dealing with you. Now, I don't care if he got 10 wives and 40 kids. I don't care. He's not a straight man. But y'all like to think that because y'all want to have the men that we have. You get what I'm saying? And even if we do have the men that you have, we have the same men. He wasn't straight. We just didn't know. You get what I'm saying? We get surprised sometimes too. It don't make him straight because he married to a woman, as y'all call fish. And he got 20 kids. That don't mean shit. So, that's that. And then I wanted to say how they try to talk about our vaginas. Woo! Our vaginas. And we make love with these things. We can do so many things with these things. God chose us to carry these babies and bring them in this world. And we make love with that. And bring a baby out of it. It has so many abilities. And, it's multitask. And, I'm sure a vagina on its worst day don't smell as bad as a poo-poo hole. You hear what I'm saying? We got one of them too, remember? So, that is an exit. That's an exit. Your waist's supposed to come out of there. You're not supposed to be using that for pleasure. But you want to talk about our smell? You get what I'm saying? You're actually putting your mouth and your personal part in somebody else's waist area. So just think about that next time you're talking about a vagina. You get what I'm saying? It's a poop hole. We got one too. And that's what y'all use for pleasure. So I'm just going to leave that there on that. Since y'all want to talk about stinky. Fish or poop. Fish or poop. Fish or poop. I think that would be an easy decision. But anyway, what else was I going to say? Okay, so we talked about the agenda. What else? The woman title. They want it. They want it. And they trying to take it out of our meaning and vocabulary and, words we use with woman. But they want it for themselves. And I said this before. Biological women that's supporting this, I understand. You might have loved ones that's trans and, best friends and stuff, and they might not be a part of this. You get what I'm saying? I get that. But, you can stand by your trans friends or family members or whatever you may have. But you also need to, share a part of you and support biological women too. Because we are being dogged and disrespected. And then talking about the men. They gonna talk about the men so bad so that we won't want them and they can have them for good. No, we not that stupid. We not that dumb. That same man that's beating on us, and not taking care of them 20 kids coming in and out your door at 2 or 3 in the morning. You want us to be nasty and mean to them and stupid so you can have them to yourself? Like, this stuff is just so stupid. You know, and it's like, they just don't get it. They just don't get it. And just like Jess said, none of y'all be here without a woman. God and a woman, you know, and if you don't believe in God, okay, just a woman. You get what I'm saying? And it's sad. It's sad. Again, I don't know what men is laughing at. They think this not their problem. They don't have no sisters and no wives and no daughters, no nieces. You know, it affects all females. So, okay, if you don't have a female, not one female in your family, then you good. It ain't your problem. But I'm sure each man in this world got a female somewhere. If it's just a friend of yours that's got a daughter, you're going to feel some kind of way. So it affects all females. This means your loved ones, your female loved ones. Okay? Why you keep laughing at this? We don't apologize for being women. You know, we didn't know that they were going to turn evil and, you know, try to take our place. How was we to know that? You know, I didn't support it. But I'm just saying, speaking we as women, the ones that did, you know, just being women. Another thing I wanted to say was, about the period and stuff. Like, we can't even have something that make us miserable. How crazy is that? We can't even have something that make us miserable. You know? Now, they was asked on a few talk shows about having their own sports league and, you know, their own bathrooms and stuff. Different talk shows, I saw it more than once. And their answer was no. That'll put them in danger and put them at risk. You know, is you coming out or not? Because you ain't hiding over here with the women. We not on it. It's some that is. I'm not on it. You know, you can't hide over here with us. We don't want you. You're a man in a skirt. That's all. Now, what you gonna do about them perverts hijacking? See, but you know what? We, biological women, we should thank the perverts. We really should. Because they actually exposed it for what it is. It's got pedophilia hid in there somewhere. You get what I'm saying? So we actually should thank them perverts, because they are the ones that's going to make, their actions is going to make the lawmakers change these rules, you know, back to the way they're supposed to be. These men saying they women with full mustache and beard, you know, just stop at the janitor closet next to the bathroom and grab that mop out of there and just throw it on their head. That's what's going to make the lawmakers see. See, because they was looking at, well, as trans women, they look like women. You know, I mean, you know, they didn't see that as a big deal, them using the woman's bathroom. But now when you got anybody saying they are trans women, anybody, you know, just men, not even trying to fix and make themselves look like they should be going in a female space. When you get that, now people is taking notice to it. You know, no, we ain't having that. You know, you're not even making the effort. You know, but you see how this stupid shit done got out of hand, though. You get what I'm saying? This done got out of hand now. Now what they gonna say? You gonna tell that man with that beard, that mustache, and that mop he just got out the janitor's closet on his head, you about to tell him he can't go in that female space? Because he not transgender? How you know? So how y'all didn't see this coming? You get what I'm saying? How they did not see this coming? You knew somebody was going to take advantage of it. Also, I watched a documentary on them trans, and I actually lived next door to one for a lot of years. And he was a pretty nice dude. But he and my two uncles that was gay, they passed on years ago. Used to tell me stuff. You know, I used to see stuff. But the one I used to next door used to tell me stuff. But the whole thing is, a lot of them, when they left their homes and stuff, or got throughout their homes or whatever, you know, if their family didn't agree with their lifestyle, you know, it's a lot of them, you know, probably not all of them, but a lot of them, it just didn't go right. And a lot of them talk about that, you know, how the family, you know, they had to make gay families and stuff. And I watched the documentary, and my neighbor also told me that was trans, you know. The men that sleep with them and sneak around with them are attracted to the penises. You know, they fascinated with that. And so a lot of those trans women is not trying to get rid of their penis. They just not. You know, some of them on the documentary said that's their moneymaker. You know, one of them said, you know, I was watching the documentary, she had the surgery, and you know, her dates didn't even want to deal with her no more. You know, she was post-op. I mean, you get what I'm saying? Like, after she had her surgery and stuff, they didn't want her no more because they was attracted to that. So, when you get, first of all, women don't have penises. And that's why they keep saying they're a woman, because they don't really know what a woman is. You know? No, it's not all about body parts, but our body parts is part of our womanhood. It's part of it. You know? So, we don't have penises. We just don't. And so, a lot of them have said, you know, that's their moneymaker. So they're not getting rid of it. So, and a lot of them still penetrate with those penises. They penetrate men, they penetrate women. You know, studs, whatever. You know, and women we don't do that because we don't have that part on our body. But then in the documentary, some of the trans women were saying they didn't like their penis. You know, it just reminded them of man, being a man. And say they don't use it in that fashion. You know, I guess ones with jobs that, you know, don't have to do that sex work. They just, you know, some of them say they uncomfortable using their penis in that way. So you got to think about them saying they women and coming into female, little girl, women's spaces and still using their penis in a manly manner. You get what I'm saying? That's my thing. You get what I'm saying? You ain't just taking the estrogen and you know, the thing ain't getting hard no more. It's just hanging there. It's easy to tuck now. You know what I'm saying? Like some of them is still using their penis, and you know, in them OnlyFans videos. Like, you know, they are penetrating. They are penetrating somebody. But they want to be in our little girls' faces. You get what I'm saying? Also, you know, so a lot of them is not even just trying to get rid of that. So I guess those pervert men is going, well, you know, what's the difference? Half of y'all still got y'all penis. I got a penis. I just don't want to put on a wig, you know, and a dress. That's what the perverted men that's coming into spaces is saying to the trans women. You know what I'm saying? What's the difference? Y'all still got penises. A lot of y'all still got penises too. So, women don't have penises. Okay? Y'all can never be women. You can never experience womanhood. You need to be a biological woman to experience womanhood. I don't know what y'all think y'all experiencing, but it ain't womanhood. And for y'all trans men that staying quiet and hiding, weirdos. Y'all like real women too, right? Biological women? Okay, better start speaking up, because they trying to get rid of y'all. Y'all gonna be left with the trans too. Those straight men that's laughing, and those trans men that's not saying anything, you know, when we gone, y'all only gonna have them trans women. Ain't gonna be no option. I just like biological women. What biological women? They done ran us off. Another thing for trans men, because the trans women keep trying to put it on the trans men, all this language change and stuff. They the ones that want this and that, but they ain't coming and saying nothing. You get what I'm saying? So let me say something to the trans men out there. If you don't want to be called, first of all, men can't get pregnant. Men don't have vaginas. So if you a man and you call yourself a man, why is you even pregnant? If you living as a man, you presenting as a man, why would you get pregnant? See how twisted that is? But back to what I was saying. If you, because you live your life as a man, except for when you want a baby, okay. But you want people to take you serious, you a man. Men don't have babies, but okay. Now, because you live your life as a man, you don't change all the language for all women. You don't get to do that. If you don't want your doctor calling you a pregnant woman or, you know, a mother or whatever, then you take that up with your doctor. You don't get to change all the language for all women. You don't get to do that. Why y'all staying quiet and not saying shit? But they saying y'all want this language change, because y'all don't want to be known as women. You get what I'm saying? You don't get to change the language for everybody. Because you don't want to be called a mother. You know, did you even think that would affect us? Nobody asked how we would feel about it. I don't mind being called a mother, a pregnant lady or woman. I have no problem with that. So if y'all got a problem with that, trans men, because they did say y'all is the ones, then take that up with your doctor. You know, your medical team, whatever, you know, don't, you know, I'm a man, I present as a man. I'm a pregnant man. I know men don't get pregnant and stuff, but I'm a pregnant man. Just listen to how stupid this shit sound. And please address me as a man. Don't call me pregnant woman or pregnant lady. You know, it's ridiculous. And the people going along with it, it's just as stupid. Just as stupid, you know. And they just, you know, and they constantly say how they ain't trying to take nothing from us. You know, we can, you know, band together and all this stuff. You get what I'm saying? No, we can't. Never. And even the women that's not telling you, that's around you, think you weird. You know, your best friends and stuff, they think you weird and crazy. You know, with a penis and a skirt. You know what I'm saying? But they'll never say that to you. That's weird. You know, and, you know, a trans man, I mean, it's got to have some mental illness in there. It's just got to be. Because they get half of their arm cut off to make a penis that doesn't even work. You get what I'm saying? Like, who is cutting off their body parts? These people are crazy. And don't want to say it's mental illness. Now, let's talk about, I already did two videos on this. I'm going to do it one more time for the people in the back that didn't hear. We're going to talk about God and the gays. Because like I said on my other video, I was told all gays was evil when I was little and they was going to hell. I don't believe that. I believe For those who do believe in God, God looks at your heart. But I will say this. I'm going to say this. I ain't saying God did do this. I ain't saying this. I need y'all to listen to me. I'm saying he can. If he wanted to, he could do it. He could put a female essence, spirit, soul inside of a man's body. He could do it. He has the power to do it. That's what I said in my other video. Now, the reason why he would do it is what people can't answer, so they don't even want to go there. You get what I'm saying? That God did that. Can he take a man and put it in a female body, a man's spirit, put it in a female body, and a female spirit put it in a male body? He has the power to do it. He's God, is what I said. Now, the reason why he would do it, people wouldn't understand. You know what I'm saying? That's why people don't go there. Because they go, well, why would God do that? Now, I'm just going to play devil's advocate and try to answer it. You get what I'm saying? Hypothetically now. Hypothetically, because I don't believe this is all the gays' story. But if God did do that, hypothetically, let's just say if he did, I don't think he did it for the response that's being given. You get what I'm saying? So I don't think he meant for them to be evil and nasty to biological women, or just evil and nasty to everybody, and force people to treat them a certain way. I don't think that's what God wanted if he did do it. And I'm certain he didn't want you to change it with surgeries and stuff. So you could kind of look at it like a disability, if you will. You get what I'm saying? It's just how he made you. It's between you and him, not the world. As long as you can eat and get housing and get a job. I mean, but, and then when you ask people that, because basically what my take on it is, they saying God messed up. He sleep up there. He drunk too many beers. I don't know what he doing up there, but he making mistakes, honey, because he putting the wrong souls inside the wrong bodies, physical bodies. We don't know what's going on up there, honey. You know what I'm saying? That's basically what they saying. And then if you ask them, do they believe in God? A lot of them say yeah. But then you say, well, why would he put you in the wrong body? You know what I'm saying? Like, why would he do that? You get what I'm saying? I mean, they don't have no answer for it. Now, I'm not saying he did do it. But like I said, I'm saying if he did, if that's true, and he did do that, he has the ability to do that. He's not just restricted to stuff in that Bible. He doing other stuff too. But that being said, because people wouldn't understand why he did it. So nobody don't want to hear that. He don't have to explain to us why he did it. If he did it. You get what I'm saying? That's between him and the person he did it to, I guess. So I would think it would be just to observe. Because he gave us all free will. You get what I'm saying? So you got your situation now. You in the wrong body, but you got free will. You get what I'm saying? Like, you're not restricted. You say it's the wrong body, but it's healthy. So it's a healthy body for the most part. So what you gonna do? You get what I'm saying? Because you got free will. Our free will allow us to change things. We can change our path. We can get off our path sometime. So with that free will, what you gonna do? You get what I'm saying? Now you say you're in the wrong body. Now what? Yeah. I don't think he would be pleased with you being nasty to people, nasty to biological women, you know, Mother Earth. We are Mother Earth. I don't think he would, I mean, I just don't think, you know, that's what he was looking for. If he did it, I know how this sounds, you know, but I'm just playing devil advocate, like, you know, in they defense. What if God did do that? Hypothetically, you know what I'm saying? This is not what he was looking for. You get what I'm saying? Like, you take your situation like a handicapped person or a person with cancer. You know what I'm saying? This is it. This is what it is. And you know, I just got to be the best person I can be. You know, having a handicap or a disability or a weird situation or whatever does not give you the right to go around and mistreat people and force people to, you know, go along with stuff that's not real. So if God did do that to some of those trans women, they didn't pass his test. You get what I'm saying? Maybe it was a test. See if this person could still be loving and, you know, kind and, you know, I know, you know what I'm saying? That's got to be a hard pill to swallow, you know. But just like it's a lot of gay men, boys, men that nice as can be, you know, maybe your neighbors or your nephews, you know, family members, you know, and all along, you know, they might be in there thinking they're a woman. You get what I'm saying? These are gay men, you know, masculine, non-masculine. But I'm saying they didn't do that to their body. You get what I'm saying? You never know, you know what I'm saying? A lot of gay men probably feeling like women themselves. This ain't just feminine men. It is some feminine men, and it's probably some that really feel like women. But they knew not to mess with that body. They knew not to do that. You get what I'm saying? Because they believe in God and figure God wouldn't appreciate that. So they just go on with life, you know, just trying to live their life. You know what I'm saying? And being compassionate and nice to people. These people keep on screaming about compassion and being nice and inclusive. And you know, they don't give none of that. They want that from everybody, but they don't give it. So, you know, and you know, if God did do that, I'm sure he was not expecting. I mean, you know, this ain't what he was looking for. Y'all running around here trying to rule the world, being real nasty, you know, to the mothers of this earth. And that's wrong. You get what I'm saying? So that's all I had to say on it. I support Just Hilarious. Them people, you know, they don't want their own stuff because they just want to keep shitting on us. They don't want their own stuff. People been asking them, you know, talk show ask them, what about your own? They don't want that. They want the men to see that they better than us. That's what they trying to do. Look, we better than the real women. Date us. That's what it's all about. It's all about men lust. You know what I'm saying? And them not liking their mothers. A lot of them don't like their mothers. You know, they probably won't admit to that, but I know a lot of gay people. You know, and I watch some documentaries. That's one of the first things you hear. You know, them and the mothers didn't get along. You know, you don't want your son putting on a dress. You get what I'm saying? And stop telling kids a boy can be a girl can be. This is ridiculous. And you know, I'm voting for whoever can stop this. I'm just gonna let that be known. Whoever can stop this, I'm voting. And I might even get a fake ID and put on a costume and go back and try to do some more voting. You get what I'm saying? You know, whoever can put a stop to this mess got my vote. That's what I'm going to say about it. So, This is Ever Be Spooky Girl. And thank y'all for listening. And I will see y'all next time. Bye-bye.